Hello, Adjures viewers. You are highly welcome to the Zeloft School of Marketing channel, where we simplify marketing for absolute beginners who are looking to learn a skill, marketing professionals who are looking to up their marketing game, and then entrepreneurs or business owners who want to increase their revenue, their profits, and grow their businesses by understanding marketing. If you're coming across our channel for the very first time, you are highly welcome. This is a good place to remind you to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell, just so you do not miss out on any of the very amazing stuff we have in store for you. Alright, so as is our custom, we'll be having an FAQ session today based off of our last class, which was on building brand consistency, why every detail matters. So if you are yet to watch that video, do well to probably pause this video, go back and watch it, or when you're done with this video, just scroll up and watch the video so that you learn how to build brand consistency. So the first question we have here today is, what does brand consistency really mean? Now, brand consistency simply means ensuring that all of your brand communications, your visuals, your messaging, they are all cohesive and aligned across every platform and every interaction that your team would have or you would have with your customers. So whether it's your logo, your color scheme, the tone of your voice, or the messages you deliver, everything has to be consistent. It has to look, sound, and feel the same. So that's why you have to have all of this documented and written down. So it serves as a guideline for all of your team. Because even if you are doing all of this yourself now, you intend to grow your business, and you get to a point where you start to get staff, you start to get interns, and you start to give them assignments on things to do for the brand. So you want to have this document so that when that time comes, you would have this guideline to guide them, so that everybody's not just saying what they want to say, how they want to say it, when they want to say it. So you should feel, look, and sound the same to your audience. Your audience should not be wondering, oh, which brand am I interacting with today? Is it a different brand tomorrow? No, they should always know that it is your brand due to the consistent messaging. And then when your brand, when they come across your brand, whether in website, social media, or via email, they should always know that it's your brand. They should be able to recognize your brand easily. Right, so that's what brand consistency just translates to. That's what it really means. The next question is, why is brand consistency so important for my business? Now, consistency is the key to building trust and gaining recognition. People are more likely to trust a brand that they recognize. So if they do not recognize, if you keep changing your messaging, your logo, your elements, your icons, people would not recognize you, and then it will be harder to trust you. It will be harder for them to trust you. So it also strengthens your identity and makes you more memorable. And then consistency will boost your brand recall. That's the rate at which people can recognize your brand. Consistency will boost it. And then research shows that you can increase your revenue by up to 23%. because a familiar brand is more likely to be chosen over an unknown brand. And that's why you see very big organizations invest in their branding, just so that people can recognize them. So even if you wake somebody from sleep, you would always be able to recognize an Apple phone or even a Samsung phone or a Nike shoe. You would always, so they invest in that because they know that it helps them increase their revenue. And then also, how do I know if my brand is consistent? So in case you're wondering, we've been doing a few things, but want to just be sure that we are getting this right. Now, to know if your brand is consistent, review all your touch points. Review every point that you interact with your customers. That's your website, your social media content, social media adverts, your packaging, your emails. Review them, and then is your logo the same everywhere? Are you using the same color scheme? Are you using the same font? Is the tone of voice in your messaging consistent across different channels? And then, are there discrepancies between how your brand feels and is represented on one platform? Then you know that your consistency needs improvement. And then your brand has to feel cohesive in every interaction point. That's how you know a consistent brand, when it feels like you're interacting with the same brand. If your brand were to be a person, right? As people, we have personalities. That's why it's easier for us to understand it when we refer it to humans. So imagine if your brand was a person. Will you assume that, oh, it's a male, it's a middle-aged male talking to me today, and then it's a teenage female talking to me tomorrow, right? So that's how you know and assess if your brand is being consistent. So the next question is, what are the biggest challenges to maintaining brand consistency? And then the most common challenges are multiple platforms and channels. When you are on multiple platforms, because now there's so many ways to communicate. We have websites, we have emails, we have different social media platforms. There's TikTok, there's even Red Note. It can be difficult to maintain a consistent look and feel across all of these platforms, but you need to do it. You need to do it because you're leaving money on the table, or you're losing out on money if you are not consistent. And then also team alignment. So the bigger you grow, these are some of the challenges that will come up, because now you have staff, you have teams that are quite much, team members that are quite much. And then you need to be able to align your team with your brand's guidelines. So first of all, you have to have that document. So if you do not have it, there's an error. Either you try to get it, or you let us know in the comment section. We can help you create your brand guideline. And then if you do not have a brand guideline and you do not always consistently remind your team members to make use of your brand guidelines, it will be hard for them to communicate the same. It's like expecting 10, 20 people from different backgrounds, different ages, different experiences to sound exactly alike. Your best shot at that is to have a brand guideline and ensure that they adhere to the brand guideline. And then another challenge could be scaling, right? So as your business grows, keeping all the elements, that's your visuals, your messaging, your tone, aligned, can become increasingly complex. It's something that we've seen across various brands and various organizations. So you have to establish your clear brand guidelines early enough and ensure that everybody adheres to it. So it will help you overcome these challenges. Now, the next question that we'll be answering today is, how can I make sure my brand stays consistent as my business grows? Now, as your business scales, it's essential and important to have detailed brand guidelines in place. So the way to ensure that your brand stays consistent is to have your guidelines, your brand guidelines in place. And then these things should cover things like your logo usage, your typography, your font, your color scheme, your tone of voice. And then no matter who is working on your brand marketing efforts, even if you have team members coming and going, they know how to keep it consistent with the laid down guidelines. And then regularly you'd review your brand across different platforms. So you as a team leader or the marketer or the entrepreneur, you review the brand across different platforms to ensure that everything is aligned, to involve your team to make sure that everybody is on the same page. The next question is, what should my brand guidelines include? Your brand guidelines should be a comprehensive rule book that outlines, number one, your logo usage, how and where your logo should appear, your color palette, the specific colors your brand will use, and how to apply them consistently. And then your typography, the font size, the fonts that you use, where and when. And then your tone of voice. So the personality of your brand's messaging. Are you playful? Are you professional? Are you casual? And then your imagery. So guidelines on how your photos, your graphics, and your videos should look like to fit your brand style. These elements will help you ensure that there's consistency, brand consistency in your messaging across all touch points. And the next question we have for today is, how does brand consistency affect my audience's trust? So consistency builds trust. There's no doubt about that, because it makes your brand familiar to your audience. So they're going to feel safer, they're going to feel more comfortable, they're going to feel they can rely on your brand because they've come across your brand a number of times. And then when people know what to expect from your brand, and then they see that you are consistent and you constantly deliver on your promises, they are more likely to trust you. And then, of course, inconsistent branding can create confusion, and it can make customers feel unsafe and uncertain about your business, and it can lead to a lack of trust and loyalty, so they don't get trust for you or get loyal to you. And then next question is, can brand inconsistency hurt my business? And the answer is yes, a very big yes. Brand inconsistency can harm your business you need your visuals, your messaging, your tone of voice to be consistent, just to eradicate confusion. What happens is, if this is not so, your credibility will be reduced, right? So they feel like, oh, they're not professional, or they don't know what they're doing. They just can't seem to get the hang of their brand. So people that are struggling like this, what we can see, what would they be doing where we cannot see, right? So that's the conception people have about you. Customers will, they will question your professionalism. They will struggle to recognize your brand. They might not even know that this is the brand. They come across you on Twitter, they might not even know that you are the one. And then it becomes harder for them to trust you, for them to remember you. So consistency just solves all of this, and it's key to building a strong, recognizable, and trustworthy brand. Alright, next question is, how do I align my team around brand consistency? Now, to align your team, you need to make sure they understand and follow your brand guidelines. I've talked about brand guidelines over and over. Hold training sessions if you need to. Hold workshops to explain the importance of what you're learning. Send this video to them, right, so that they understand just how important, and then provide them access to the guidelines. Let everybody read this every morning when they resume work, so that they always have a reference point. And then encourage open communication to ensure that everyone is on the same page, and regularly review your content so that you can catch any inconsistencies early, so that it's not later when it's already very late that you now realize. So realize and correct them early. The next question is, how does brand consistency affect brand recognition? Alright, so brand consistency will significantly improve your recognition. Remember, you think that everybody knows your business. No, everybody does not know your business. You know it, your friends know it, but everybody does not know your business. So you need to be consistent so that people can begin to know your brand and recognize your brand. Despite the noise, despite the crowded markets, the crowded social media space, people should be able to recognize you. And the more consistently your audience see the same messaging, the same visuals, the same tone of voice, and the same elements across various platforms, the more they are likely to remember your brand. Right? So consistent use of your logo, your colors, and your messaging would help your brand stand out in a crowded marketplace, and to make it easier for customers to recall you when they are making purchasing decisions. So you want to be at the back of their mind, just like how you think of drinks, and one of the first drinks that comes to mind is Coke. Even if you don't take soda, if you meet someone that takes soda, you're saying, oh, should I get you Coke? Because they've gotten space in your mind. They've been able to acquire space in your mind because you've seen them over and over. Imagine if Coke was red yesterday, and it's pink today, and it's purple tomorrow. Wouldn't you think that these guys are unstable? Maybe something is wrong. We even have a network provider, I won't mention their name, in this Nigeria, and they've changed their name almost 10 times. And how many people are using that network? Very few, maybe 1 in 20 people. Because everybody feels like they are red today, they are green tomorrow, next tomorrow. Only God knows where they are going. Or a bank that is always losing their money, getting hacked, you start to feel worried. And the same thing that applies to your brand. Alright, the next question is, can small businesses achieve brand consistency, or is it just for big companies? Now, brand consistency is important, whether small, whether big, whether medium, whether even at idea phase, brand consistency is important. In fact, it can be a major advantage for small businesses because it helps you look bigger, more professional than you actually are. When people see that, oh, these guys are good at, they look so professional, it scores you points, because nobody now thinks that this is just a food business that somebody is doing from a kitchen. They begin to associate you with being a very big brand. So it can be a major advantage. It helps you stand out. It helps you look professional. And even with limited resources, it helps you do bigger things and get bigger results. When you create your brand guidelines, especially when you're even smaller and it's just you, or you and 1 or 2 staffs, and you stick to them, as a small business, you can still grow and build a recognizable and trustworthy brand. And the next question is, what happens if my brand looks consistent but the messaging is not aligned? I'll take that again. What happens if my brand looks consistent but the messaging is not aligned? So visual consistency is important, but if your messaging is not aligned, it can still make you appear disjointed or not put together or confusing. Right? So for example, if your social media posts are playful, but your emails are now sounding very formal, there's an issue. Your audience will have a hard time connecting to your brand. So ensure that your visuals and even your messaging reflect the same tone, the same values, and the same personality to create a cohesive experience. And the next question is, how can I keep my brand consistent across multiple platforms? So to keep your brand consistent across different platforms, ensure that you use the same logo, the same color scheme, the same font, the same tone of voice in all your communications. Use your brand guidelines as a reference point, whether for any new content or for any new platform. And then regularly audit your online presence, your social media, your websites, your emails, just to make sure that they are consistent, and then of course you can make necessary adjustments. And the next question is, can you give us an example of brands with great consistency that we can learn from? So 2 examples of brands, I've already mentioned. One is Coca-Cola. They use their red color scheme and their happiness-driven messaging. They use it consistently across all platforms. So whether social media to product packaging to their emails, it's consistent. And that's why we are able to trust and rely on them. So even for the Coca-Cola taste, the taste of a bottle of Coke, it's consistent. Imagine if Coke tasted sweet on some days and sour on some days and bitter on some other days. It would confuse you, and you will not be able to rely on the value you are getting, the taste you are getting. And then you will not be a Coke fan. You will not even buy Coke. It won't come to your mind to get Coke. So that's the power of consistent value delivery and messaging across all platforms and all interaction. It helps you know that I can rely on the taste of Coca-Cola. I can get a bottle of Coke when I'm tasting because I know exactly how it will taste. This is something you can ignore because it looks like it's really small, but it has such a monumental impact. Then another example of a brand with excellent consistency is the Apple brand. From their packaging to their social media to their website, they give sleek, minimalistic, innovative vibes and energy across board. Like even the box that the Apple phone comes in is designed with so much precision and excellence that you would not want to dispose of it. You want to discard it. So that's a brand. They've understood the power of consistent messaging, and everything they do aligns with their brand identity. And that's why you can trust them. You know, when it comes to Apple, it's excellent, it's minimalistic, it's innovative, it's sleek. Now, the last question we have to attend to for today is, how can inconsistent branding affect my marketing efforts? Now, inconsistent branding can dilute your marketing efforts because it will confuse your audience. So just like the 2 examples I mentioned earlier, if today it comes in a bag, your phone comes in a bag, tomorrow it doesn't come in a bag, people will feel like these people are not really serious, or they're not really reliable, right? And if people don't even recognize your brand online when you're marketing online digitally, and they see you on Twitter and they cannot even recognize your brand, maybe on IG, you'll be losing out on a lot of potential customers and revenue because they will not even be loyal to your brand. There's nothing to be loyal to because you're not consistent across all platforms. And then they might even struggle to understand who you are, what you stand for, what you offer. So that's why some people would struggle and just assume that, people don't buy, Nigeria economy is bad. It might just be that your audience do not understand you, right? Because today you are screaming this and tomorrow you are singing that, right? So pick something and stand for it consistently. Pick a tone of voice, pick a mode of delivery, pick something, colors, your logo, everything you do, and be consistent with it. Because this lack of consistency can lead to reduced engagement, it can lead to lower customer trust, and it can lead to less effective marketing. Consistent branding will help you strengthen your marketing message, and it will keep your brand at the top of mind for your customers or potential customers. Alright, so if you were able to watch till this point, you are amazing. Thanks for staying with us. And we believe that you got value for your time, right? And this is a good place to remind you, if you are yet to click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell, so that you do not miss out on any of the very amazing stuff we have in store for you. And then also do well to use the comment section. Let us know if you have any more questions, gray areas you want us to clarify, any personal experiences you want to share, personal struggles or issues you want to ask about, and anything you want, any feedback, anything that stood out for you from today's FAQ session. And then remember, this channel was started to help you become a better marketer, and we will not be able to accomplish that goal without getting your feedback. So do well to drop your feedback in the comment section. And then finally, do well to share this video to your friends, family, loved ones, people who are trying to learn a skill, or people who want to grow their businesses, they started something, because they might just be struggling with their marketing, and this channel might actually be the help that they need to improve their business and grow their business. So don't hold it, don't keep it to yourself, do well to share. So we look forward to seeing you in our next lesson, in our next class, and of course till then, keep being amazing, do well to implement what you've learned today, and do take care of you.